Costa.
Good evening, everybody. I hope you guys are doing okay and well. I'm not gonna lie, I'm over lockdown. I am very excited to hear what our president is gonna be saying tonight, and I hope against hope that we're gonna get news that our lockdown is lifted. No intro music tonight, sorry about that. It seems that everything's been running on a tight ship today. We've been busy doing marketing videos and I've been sick, so it's been a little bit crazy. I think we're going to have a quieter presentation tonight, which I think is great because we're coinciding with our president's announcement regarding the lockdown. So we're going to run straight through the Mirror Trading International presentation with you guys tonight. Feel free to jump on over into the chat section, leave us a comment, leave us a question, tell us where you're from. We're going to do a short Q&A after the presentation. However, we will not be doing training tonight. My humble apologies, you guys. I am feeling like I've been hit by a bus. So we'll move the training on to Tuesday night, and that also gives everybody a chance to catch up on the lockdown news from the presidential speech tonight. So we're going to move straight on into it. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Sherry Ward. I've been in network marketing for 7 years. It changed my life. There are companies that I've joined that I regret forever. But then there are companies that I've joined that have been absolutely phenomenal, and MTI is one of them. So it gives me great pleasure to hand over to one of our presenters and leaders, Vince Ward. He's going to be running us through the introduction to the company, a little bit about how we divide our profits. And Vince is doing an exceptional job helping and heading up our team over in East Africa, Central Africa, and Western Africa. And he's got an amazing portfolio. Also understands network marketing, understands presenting. He's a father of two, a business owner, and he knows what it's like to build a network marketing company. So always nice to hear from a different voice. Vince, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I think everyone can hear you. Right, so I'm going to hand over to you. Take it away and enjoy.
Okay, great. So how's everyone doing? I trust everyone's well. And enjoying time with your families, etc. I know that the lockdowns obviously made a big adjustment to our lives, but there's definitely a silver lining to it. So yeah, let's just fuss bait and see how it goes. So yeah, as Sherry said, my name is Vince. I'm an MTI member, a proud MTI member. Also been involved in network marketing in the past, etc. Absolutely love network marketing on a whole. So really excited to share a bit about this opportunity with you guys tonight. So I'm just going to do a brief run through over MTI, the company. So MTI, Mirror Trading International, was established in April 2019. It's really great to see and look back over the last year. And I mean, it's only been a year, a little bit over a year, to see the phenomenal gains and progress we've made as a company. I remember chatting to Johan and a couple of the leaders back in just after April last year, and how the system ran, and everything is completely different to now. And there's some great work being done behind the scenes in the space of time to cater for all the growth that we have experienced, and it really has been great to see. So the owner of the company is Mr. Johan Steinberg. What a great man. I've had the pleasure of obviously having a couple of interactions with him, being on a couple of Zoom calls with him, and he will admit himself that he is 100% a systems guy. Now, if you understand a little bit about network marketing and the product line we're in, you'll understand that systems are everything. If the systems are operating at 100%, we're obviously going to come across different problems and so forth. But Johan has done an exceptional job in terms of upgrading the system and being there as a CEO for us as members to obviously make a successful business like MTI. And it's proof in the growth that we've obviously accomplished in such a short space of time. So yes, he's absolutely a phenomenal man. MTI is a South African based company registered here in South Africa, but as you see in the name, it's an international company. We've got members from all over the world. I mean, it's so amazing to be able to connect with people, like-minded people with ambition and so forth, wanting to change their lives from all the way across the world, you know. We've got people from the UK, well, we can say Europe, America. I've got a team in Ghana, Uganda, Kenya, obviously some people in South Africa. So it really is refreshing and amazing to be able to work with people from anywhere in the world. It really is great. A little bit about the vision about the company. We were on a conference call with Johan the other day, and we were chatting a little bit about the vision and sort of the expectations for MTI. And I remember him saying, you know, they had predictions in the beginning, sort of estimating how the first year would go, and they exceeded that almost fivefold, which I think is really, really amazing. I mean, the amount of Bitcoin in the pool to the amount of members, we've really exceeded most expectations. Chatting to some of the leaders, by the end of the year, some were saying 100,000 members. We're currently sitting on 25,000 members. I truly believe that we probably reach 100,000 way before the end of the year at the rate that we're growing. And it really is phenomenal to see and share the vision that everyone has for MTI. And it really is part of the reason why we are obviously getting to the success we are. So just moving on from there onto the product line, a sustainable product. Now, I know I've been part of network marketing in the past. Absolutely love the business model. I mean, I refer people to different products on every single day basis, and I don't get paid for it. So network marketing is the opposite. You simply refer people to a system or to a product, and you get paid for it. I mean, why not, right? I think there's a sound problem. Sherry, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you just fine. Everything seems okay on our side.
Okay, cool. All right, so let's just carry on. Sorry?
It's a technical glitch.
Okay, cool. All right, so sustainable product. Basically, our product is trading. What's really great about that is that we're not sort of specific in a niche market or for an industry-specific product. If you are wanting to invest Bitcoin and see your Bitcoin grow, which is everyone basically, this product is for you, right? Really is phenomenal. It doesn't compare to anything else on the market at the moment. Right. So with the trading, we've had very good results over the last year. I stand to be corrected, and I think Sherry can correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think there's been a single negative day of trading since MTI has opened.
You're
I mean, that is
100% right, Vince. We haven't had a negative day of trading since the inception of our system in August this year. However, it must be said that that doesn't mean we might not have a negative day going on forward. We've prided ourselves on consistency, but you're absolutely right. We haven't had a negative day yet.
Yes. So I think that's really comforting to know that obviously from a trading side, we've had phenomenal, consistent results since last year, which is obviously great. Total transparency, I think that's also very important. You know, MTI is 100% transparent with all their members. We have these weekly Zoom calls where we lay it out all on the table. You understand exactly where the profits go and where all the money gets directed to. Completely transparent in how the company is developing, the current state of affairs. It really is refreshing. Obviously, great earning potential. Sherry's going to jump into that a little bit later. But obviously with MTI, it's a great way for you to create another avenue of income. I, for one, am a business owner. I'm talking more about conventional business. And in the current economical state that the world is facing, you know, with stock markets crashing, the degeneration of the rand, certain currencies collapsing, it really is refreshing to see an opportunity for us to create another income stream, another avenue of making money in an industry that has sort of stood strong during this economic crisis, which is really great. I mean, Bitcoin has actually shown growth during this period of time where most industries are showing a decline. So that's really comforting to know. Communication and support. Okay, great. Obviously, with MTI, you've got a large leadership base, which is great. So there's a lot of support for new members that come in, from Telegram groups to WhatsApp groups to the weekly Zoom meetings. You know, of course, you have got the support system from head office themselves. So what's really great is that the communication and support for each and every member is great and obviously assists us in building our businesses. product development. So I think what's really awesome is to see that you guys would have noticed yesterday we did a software upgrade. These are obviously things that need to be done, new service to cater for the influx of new members, make sure that the back office and everything is running great. So Johan, being a systems guy, is constantly taking steps to make sure that we're constantly developing in the right direction. So it really is encouraging to see that the back end of the business is constantly developing and making things and making our lives a lot easier. All right. So yeah, so that's basically a brief overview of MTR, the company. What I'm going to touch on a little bit now is what happens to your funds with MTR, the traders, etc. And I think what's most important for us to understand is that you've got MTR, the company, and then you've obviously got the traders. So the traders are contracted to MTR to do the trading on behalf of their members. What's really important to remember in this case is that through all the different income streams that we have, your capital does not pay for any of those income streams. So we do not use Tom's money to pay Joe's income, etc., etc. All income and payouts are done through the profits made through trading off the pool amount. So what does that basically mean? That your investment is secure, and that obviously the most important thing is that MTR does not need to rely on a new member base in order to survive. So how the profits get split. 10% of profits made on a weekly basis goes to MTR and to admin and referral fees. 20% goes into binary, which Sherry will touch on later. 25% goes to the traders, and 40% goes to you, the member. So what's really amazing to see is that the income streams are completely covered by the profit generated through trading. And that gives us ease of mind knowing that our investment isn't needed in order to cover those income streams. The profit made off the trading is what pays for each and every single one of those income streams. You'll notice on the slide there that there's a red block, and you'll see that the traders, actually their percentage, Johan has negotiated with them, and they used to take 30%, but with negotiations from Johan, he's managed to release 5% from their 30% and created another income stream for us, which is the new leadership pool, which Sherry will also touch on briefly. So yeah, so that's my job, is just to explain a brief overview of the company, what happens to your funds. And yeah, I'm sorry, I felt like I completely rushed that, Sherry, but yeah, that's basically me.
No, you did a great job. And I think one of the things that I love about MTI is that it isn't a difficult opportunity to explain to people. It is a simple presentation. The company comes from South Africa, been here since April. They trade for you. We're transparent. We're open. And you don't have to do anything to qualify for those trades. What I loved about what you said tonight was, again, just reiterating that point that we don't need new members to join in order to pay binary commissions or any of the MLM side of things. The trading is sort of completely separate, and the profit that gets generated is what is fueling everything else. And yeah, I think that's, every time I listen to you, I learn something new. Thank you so much for being with us. I know you've got 2 small toddlers that need to be put to bed. So
no, they're still full of energy, so I'll be up for a little bit longer.
Sorry about that. But I really appreciate it. It's always great to hear from another leader. And I think also just wanted to take the time to congratulate you. I see the growth, what's happening in your organization on Africa and in Asia is unbelievable. You guys are doing an incredible job. Well done.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right, guys. So I am very excited to introduce to you our next speaker. This lady is just, I call her the queen, because that's essentially what she is. When I need a pick-me-up, or I need somebody just to give me a little bit of a hips to it, we say in Afrikaans, then this is the lady I message. She has got a phenomenal organization. She's been in network marketing for many years. She understands trading. She understands cryptocurrency in a way that most people don't. And I love how she explains Bitcoin, how she explains our company trading results, and just purely on the moral ground that she's building her business. We are very, very lucky to have her. CD, are you here tonight?
Yes, darling, I am here. Good evening, everyone.
Hi, thank you so much for the pep talk today. I needed that. It's always nice when you can connect with the leader and just get a little bit of a push. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. You're welcome, sis.
So friend, I'm going to be handing over to you. If you can run us through what Bitcoin is, why we've chosen Bitcoin as our base currency, and also give everybody a little bit of a background on what we've achieved with our daily trading with MTI.
Great, let's get going. All right, thank you so much, Sherry. It's actually always a pleasure and a privilege to share this platform with you. I'm learning so much from you and from the rest of the leaders. You know, it's just exciting. When I do this presentation, I'm like, oh my goodness, here we go again. As Sherry has mentioned, ladies and gentlemen, my name is CD and my surname is Ramanamani. Okay, I'm just a village girl from Excelsior in the Free State. And yes, I am here and not just for myself, but to make an impact, you know, through what I know, what I do, and at this point in time is Bitcoin, all right? Okay, let me just take you through just a brief overview on why MTI has decided to use Bitcoin as a base currency. Remember, our product is Forex. We are trading the Forex market. However, we are using Bitcoin as a base currency. But why Bitcoin? Actually, what is Bitcoin? Bitcoin, just to explain it in a easy terms, ladies and gentlemen, just see Bitcoin as a digital currency. The same way you use your fiat currency. You know, when we talk about fiat currency, we talk about your rand, your dollar, your pound. The same way you see it. See Bitcoin in that light, because it is just, the difference is just that it is digital, okay? And I call Bitcoin the people's money. All right, we decide the price of Bitcoin. We decide when to sell. We do our own safekeeping. You know, we just become our own banks. I always tell people who want to, it comes with responsibility. And responsibility is this: you become your own bank. Immediately you own Bitcoin, you become your own bank, okay? And unlike with fiat currencies, you know, we know how fiat currency is regulated. It's mostly government regulated, and yes, there are so many restrictions with it. But with Bitcoin, I can send somebody Bitcoin in Australia within seconds. You know, the person can have access to the Bitcoin and convert it into their own currency without struggle, with less fee, okay? With something that we hold on to because we know for sure that, I mean, 2009, nobody really was taking attention to it, and the value was so much less, okay? And now that everybody's starting to see this revolution taking place, now people are paying attention, and what's happening to the price of Bitcoin is going up and up and up. And if you think by any chance that the price will go back to zero, you know what? Keep on dreaming, because to the moon is where Bitcoin is going at the moment. Now, that is the reason, actually, that is just a brief explanation about what is Bitcoin and why we use Bitcoin. It's because Bitcoin is the future. Like I say, in South Africa, we see the government, you know, they regard it as a non-legal tender. And as much as it is a non-legal tender, ladies and gentlemen, I've got so many people asking me about taxation matters and so forth. And really, I would recommend that you have your own tax practitioner who is very clued up in Bitcoin, so that they can help you with your tax issues, okay? Because we really encourage people to be good citizens here. We are such a vibrant, good, law-abiding community, at MTI, and we really, really recommend that everybody should play their part and do what is required in terms of laws and legislation, because in MTI, we have really, really top legal attorneys or legal firms who are really, really looking after our affairs legally to make sure we comply all over the world where we have members, okay? So that is the brief of Bitcoin and why Bitcoin. And ladies and gentlemen, we are about to see something about the price of Bitcoin this year, okay? Why am I saying this so proudly? Because we look at history. If I give you history, I give you facts. I'm not telling you a wishy-washy story. I'm telling about facts. We have what is coming up, which we call Bitcoin halving, whereby the production of Bitcoin halves, okay? Every 4 years, this event take place, all right? And we have seen with our past 2 halving, events that happened in the past, whereby just immediately after the halving, the Bitcoin price has this tendency of skyrocketing. Why? Because we know in economics, anything that is scarce, what happens to the price? The price goes up. Now, your questions, what you should ask yourself sitting at home tonight is, when this happens, when the Bitcoin price goes up, how many would you have in your pocket? All right. Now, if you can answer that question, now you should come up with a strategy, because now you have a dream, you have a vision. Now you must come up with a strategy. And I believe MTI is such a good strategy for anybody who would like to achieve more in terms of having more Bitcoin in their wallet. And you know what? This is the future. Yes. Thank you so much. Let's go to the next slide. And since everybody now understands what is Bitcoin and why Bitcoin, let us talk about the people who are leading us, ladies and gentlemen. It is very, very important, in my opinion, to know who my leaders are, what I have achieved in the past, what they stand for, because I never join anything unless I understand the objective or the vision of the company. But now, for me to have a shortcut in life, I believe in mentorship. So when I jumped into this boat of MTI, I had to look for a leader whom I was going to approach and ask him to mentor me. I promise you, if you are a network marketer, that is the easiest shortcut in life, to have a mentor. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you Clinton and Sherry Marks. These are our wonderful leaders here in South Africa. I normally don't say much about them because they have impacted my life so much in such a short period of time. And for that, I'm very, very grateful. We have the Santiago family in the United States of America and Mr. Scott Smith as well. He's based in the USA. Now, these two from the USA, trust me, these people are leaders in their own right, okay? They didn't just jump into, this platform of MTI and all of a sudden became leaders. They have what it takes to be called leaders. And for that, I'm so, so grateful to have them as one of our, those that form part of the top leadership in this organization. And of course, it's myself. My name is Tiri Ramadamani. I always say, just refer me as an ordinary village girl who just has a big heart and a big ambition and is here to play the game, all right? And we've got Mr. Russell as well. What a wonderful, wonderful gentleman. Ladies and gentlemen, the one that always touches my heart is Ignatius, because I've met him. I've heard his story, and Ignatius is one of those people that you really, really would love to hear him talking, especially about his story. In short, ladies and gentlemen, all I can tell you, we are led in this organization, and it is my pleasure to introduce this team to you. Now, let's talk about our results, because now that you know what we stand for, you know what the objective of MTI is, you know why we use Bitcoin. Let's talk about our trading results, because we are trading as a company. However, us as investors, all we do is to fold our arms and watch our Bitcoin growing. Now, let's see the results, especially of the growth of our Bitcoin, because that's where I see most people who don't have any background of trading and Bitcoin, where they get it wrong. They come invest their Bitcoin with MTI and they keep watching that dashboard screen, and they keep actually watching the US dollar value of Bitcoin. Ladies and gentlemen, when you become part of our community, your eyes should be fixed on the number of Bitcoin you have put in your trading pool, okay? Not in the US dollar bill. Why? Because as MTI, you know, they have, you can actually hold them accountable to say, guys, you said you're gonna grow my Bitcoin. Let's see how is it growing. But the value of your Bitcoin is totally not in MTI's control, all right? It is a market-related thing, okay? We look how the markets react. You decide when you sell your Bitcoin and when is it favorable. Now, let us look at the growth results of our investors' Bitcoin. As Vince has explained that every evening, we check how much profits we made, and the profits are shared amongst all community community members in this organization. Let us look what happened on the 2nd of March. On the 2nd of March, we made a profit of about 0.7592%, and this is how it was distributed. Members, we get chunk of the money, us as investors, 40%, which which worked out to be 0.3%. The binary commissions and which we allocate 20%, came out to 0.15%. P1, P2 bonus 5%, and it came to 0.03%. Trading, they take 25% of the profits, and it's around about 0.189%. MTI as an organization who looks after our aftercare services and pay referral bonuses, they take 10% of the income, and then it worked around 0.075. Why are we telling you this? It makes sense when we talk about averages. Let's look at our trading week results from the 2nd of March to the 6th of March. Members' income just for that week, we made 2.4265%. Okay, so that basically means each and every member, that's what they made in that week. Okay, and the daily average, we can say daily average, our Bitcoin was growing at about 0.485%, and our monthly average is about 9.85%. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, we give you these figures. Yes, these are our historic performance. This is what we have achieved, and this is what we are proud of. However, please understand that the historic results do not give any guarantees of the future, because we really are trading the financial markets, and we really cannot predict what is going to happen tomorrow, all right? So if we did not have a good trading day, we don't have profits, that means the whole community cannot share any profit. That's how we work. That's how sustainable our business model is, because we solely we are purely paid, whether as investors or the forex, the trader software, anything, any income that is paid to any community member, it is done so strictly based on profits made. That tells you we are here for the long run, and that is why I'm here. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. And Sherry, darling, I hope I've done justice to explain the whole Bitcoin story and our trading results. I am forever grateful that I said yes to this company. Obviously, in the beginning, I was so skeptical, because I bent my fingers a lot of time with previous network marketing companies in cryptocurrency space. But I always tell myself one thing: if I had to look for love, and for me to be married and dated a couple of people for me to get married, and I did that with passion, why would I give up on my own financial freedom? So that is my thing. Yes, I am here, and I love every moment, and I'm so thankful for MTI for turning around my financial position just in 2 months. Okay, I am just a small baby in this company, registered on the 12th of February, but you can write the whole book about my journey, and for that I'm grateful to MTI and to my mentor Clinton. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen.
City, you do an amazing job, and again, I always learn from when I hear other people speak about our organization. And just listening to Vince and to Tidi tonight, it is very important that you realize that the trading that gets done for you gets done so at no joining fee, no administration cost, no monthly subscription. You get the full value of your investment. I know there's a lot of companies out there that offer trading services, none of them quite as consistent as we have been, but a lot of them charge joining fees. You'd put in $100 but only have $75 working capital trading for you. With MTI, when you invest $200 or Bitcoin to the value of $200, then you earn the value of trade to that $200. It's also very important to understand that we're a Bitcoin in, Bitcoin out company. So yes, we use dollar values. It's to quantify it for you, because if we were to give it to you in Bitcoin values, 0.035 Bitcoin, you know, people aren't quite as accustomed to that as they are to currency numbers just yet. So we're hoping in the near future that we'd be able to do presentations with only Bitcoin figures in them. But until such time, we do the dollar figures as CD has shown us tonight. And what has been exciting is looking at our track record. We do have a phenomenal track record, and we love that track record. We tell people about it because we're proud of it. Does it give us an indication of what's going to happen in the future? Exactly as she says, we never know what's going to happen, but it gives us a fair amount of consistency and a fair amount of peace of mind, knowing that we know what we're doing. MTI knows what they're doing in terms of trading. Our platform is secure. Our back office is user-friendly. It's a very simple business. It's also important to know that you are not compelled to be a part of the network marketing team. You don't have to refer a soul if you don't like to, and you will still earn your trading bonuses every single day. But my question is always, why not? You know, I had a Zoom call with Johan earlier on today, and he was saying to me how most of our leaders and most of the people that are serving the company are doing it out of the pure joy of helping people. And it sounds almost ridiculous, because who does that anymore these days, right? But because we all understand the value of what MTI brings to the table, we don't get paid for presentations or marketing material or anything like that, because we love this company. We love the culture we've created. We love the fact that we can uplift and help people all across the world. For us, it's truly about working towards a higher calling. And when you hear people like CD speak, it's impossible not to believe that, because it shines through everything she says and everything she does. So for those of you that are only tuning in now, we're going to run into the compensation plan for MTI. Yes, we have a compensation plan, because something as amazing as MTI should be referred. You should be referring your friends and family. I have sleepless nights over friends that have not joined MTI and who are staring down a long, endless pit with this economic situation we're sitting in. People that are unemployed, people that run their own companies, people that can't trade, people who are not getting salaries at the end of April. For me, it's not about a referral fee. For me, it's about my social responsibility to help the people in my circle, to help the people in my family, and to help the people that I know and love. Now, a lot of people look at MTI and they see, oh, Sherry and Clinton are involved, and then they want to run a mile. Let me just tell you, every single network marketer, every single business owner, every single employee has a history, and so do we. Lots of companies that I've joined an era. I'm a woman, I make emotional decisions. But there's also been phenomenal companies that we've grown, and MTI is one of those. Clinton has done a phenomenal job of growing a huge team. In fact, the biggest team in Mirror Trading International. And I'm very proud to call him my husband, but I'm even prouder to call him one of our leaders, because he's one of those guys that gives freely of his time to really help people to make money, not for himself, but because of the joy of watching somebody become financially free. I know he gets a massive kick out of it. So why MTI? These are the unique selling points on why I build MTI, right? Your Bitcoin is only touched when it is traded. We are not using your Bitcoin to pay someone else. And I see a lot of information out there on the internet, blogs being written saying, oh, this is a pyramid scheme and that's a pyramid scheme. As long as you're not using recruiting as your main business line and using one person's money to pay another, you are 100% legit. So all payouts are from the profits generated in trade for that week. And like CD said, if we have no profits, we have no payouts. It's as simple as that. New members are not necessary for current members to earn from trades from the network. So if you're here as a guest tonight, feel welcome, enjoy the presentation, because we try and make it as fun and informative as we can. But don't feel under any pressure to join or ever refer anyone to the organization. Because as it stands, if we are to close the doors to MTI tomorrow for new members to join, the members that are in will still earn their daily trading profit every single day. The Bitcoin is generating through trading, not recruiting, as I've said before, and your daily trading profits are automatically compounded onto your account every day. So you don't have to go in and transfer it from profits from one account to the other. It's done for you Now, the next question is then obvious, how easy is it to withdraw? Our withdrawal process is simple. There's no limitation or red tape around withdrawing your funds from MTI. It's a quick and simple process. In fact, I sometimes think that drawing money from my bank account, especially now in the lockdown, is far more confusing than getting money out of MTI. And then finally, there's no earning limitation on trades. And there's no earning limitation on what you could do in the binary structure and with the compensation plan. So for me, it was a no-brainer to get involved with Mirror Trading International. I knew the owner, I knew what his vision was for the company, and I am satisfied that he is driving his vision and driving that culture where everybody works together, everybody's teaming up. We're helping as many, not just South Africans, but worldwide citizens to get into the organization. And we've really had some phenomenal stories with us growing to 25,000 members. It's really been amazing. So into the network marketing side of things very, very quickly. The reason why we have used a network marketing strategy, and let me just say, you can call this whatever you like. You can call it an affiliate program. You can call it multi-level marketing. You can call it network marketing. Potato, potato, it's all the same thing. If you're going to be referring something, get paid for it. It's as simple as that. And the reason why we reuse a referral system as our marketing tool for our company is because it's effective. That's how you grow a company to 25,000 members in little over 9 months. That's how you grow teams of 22, 23,000 in one organization. It's through a referral system that makes it lucrative and possible for people to earn a second income. So when you refer people into network marketing, into Mirror Trading International, they don't have to refer anyone else, but once they get involved, you're going to earn a 10% referral fee. Now, that 10% referral fee doesn't come off the capital that they've invested with the company. So if I sign Clinton up, he puts in $1,000, my referral fee is $100. It doesn't mean that he's got 900 in trade now. No, he's got his full 1,000 in trade, and my $100 gets paid from the company, like Vince explained earlier, through the 10% profit that was generated the week before. Now, a lot of people say to me, Sherry, how could that ever be enough money to cover everything? Ladies and gentlemen, we are trading over 3,500 Bitcoin successfully every single day. At the Bitcoin value, not yesterday, the day before on Tuesday, I worked out that our company had generated 8.7 million Rand at that Bitcoin price for the day of Tuesday alone. Now, 10% of that in Bitcoin value, remember, gets retained by the company for referral fees. That's one of 5 trading days. Every day, our Bitcoin pool is growing. Every day, new people are joining the organization and investing more Bitcoin into the system. And that 10% is a growing component, because as our pool grows, so the profit grows, so the 10% grows. That's where this referral fee gets paid from. Now, the binary system gets 20%. Double what we put into referral systems and systems and administration costs. 20% of the company's trading profit every week gets divided into a binary system. So how this binary system works is when you join, let's say Jack gets into the business, and then he signs up Peter, he refers Peter to the system, and then he refers you. Jack is now binary qualified because he's referred 2 people to the organization, one left leg, one right leg. That's how you become binary qualified. But when he signs up his 3rd person mark, he cannot grow a 3rd leg. So binary systems are designed not to grow a wide organization, as is true with most network marketing companies. We build deep. So now what happens is Mark is going to give a referral fee to Jack, obviously, from the profit generated the week before. But Mark's volume is going to be added into your binary and Jack's binary, because he is now what we call spillover. Now, this organization and this structure, when used in a compensation plan, is very effective, because spillover is something that creates excitement. It creates earning together. Yes, you as an upline aren't going to make nearly as much money, and this is what happens in a binary situation. The upline doesn't earn nearly as much as he would in a straightforward level system. But in binary systems, you've got lots of people earning little bits. And as people improve their weaker leg volumes, they're going to earn as well. So I want to give you an example of figures that could possibly be and how you work out what the binary income is. So I'm using dollar values, but you have to remember that we work in Bitcoin with MTI. We don't work in dollar, rand, yen, or euro. Okay, we work with Bitcoin. I've given dollar amounts just to make it easy to understand. So let's say you've got $200 of Bitcoin in your weaker leg and $500 worth of Bitcoin in your stronger leg. The $200 will determine what slice of the Bitcoin profit pie for binary you will receive. The bigger your weaker leg, the bigger the percentage of it that you would earn. So let's just say, for interest's sake, that the profit margin was $10,000. Again, this is normally in Bitcoin. Then we would work out the percentage you have of that profit. Now, in this case, it's 0.02%. What you must remember is that your weaker leg volume is constantly going to change. The profit margin is up and down because we're actually trading. And as people join or withdraw from your team, your weaker leg volumes are going to change. So this is quite difficult to calculate every single week. But if you really, really, really are desperate seeking answers regarding the mathematics of the binary, you can go into your back office, check on your trading income account, check on your binary income account, and there's a statement that shows you where every cent comes from and exactly how it was calculated. The binary is actually very informative in terms of all the information that it makes available to you as a member, and the binary income is just one of those. What I want you to consider, though, is that we are 25,000 members in MTI. And I must tell you, I remember having this conversation with people in August last year when we had not reached 1,000 members yet. And I was saying to people, remember this night. I'm telling you, in a couple months' time, in a couple weeks' time, this company is going to explode. Something is going to help us to get to the kind of level, if it's not just the trading, something's going to happen. Bang, we've got a lockdown. Next thing, we've got 25,000 members. And how many of those people could be under you? You see, the scope for growth is not limited yet. There are still huge opportunities for earning. Vince has just started heading up East Central and Western Africa. We've got Russia, Italy, Germany, so many people from all across the world, even the USA. We had somebody on from South Korea last week. It gets exciting because the possibility is massive. There are 7 billion people on this planet. How big can we grow this binary system? Well, as big as we want to. And what's exciting is that you could be caught in the crossfire. But in order for you to earn from the system, you've got to be in it. So the leadership bonuses sometimes create a little bit of confusion. So I just want to dumb them down as best I can. You have to follow 3 simple steps in order for you to qualify for these leadership bonuses. The first one is that you've got to sign up. Now, when you sign up, you don't want to do so with $100. Bitcoin goes up and down. So what we always suggest is come in with $200. So even because remember your investments in Bitcoin. So when your Bitcoin value drops a little bit and you might go under that $100 watermark, that you won't be eligible for earnings. Now for the binary leadership bonuses, you want to make sure that you're above $200 because that's your requirement to qualify for these incomes. So number 1, sign up with $200. Number 2, number 2 is find 2 people, refer 2 people. And guys, don't think about this as a recruiting expedition. Don't think about referring somebody to this organization as a referral fee. When you refer 2 people to this organization, you are changing their lives. You're introducing them to Bitcoin and you're helping them to grow their Bitcoin portfolio. That is massive. That is huge. So sign up, find 2, and the third step is duplicate. Because once you've got 2 people in your organization, you are binary qualified. The next step is now to take those 2 that you've signed up and help them to become binary qualified. In other words, duplicate. Now let's say I sign up Clinton and he finds 2. He's binary qualified. Then I earn what we call a P1 leadership bonus. For every single personal referral that you help to become binary qualified, you will earn 1 share of the P1 leadership bonus. Now, 2.5% of the previous week's trading profit gets taken and divided evenly amongst all the shares that were earned. So if you earn 10 shares, then you can take the value of a share times 10 and that's what you'll earn. Okay, so again, 2.5% for helping the people that you have brought into the organization to become binary qualified earns you a share. It's important to note that the share expires after 8 weeks, but you can earn as many as you like, and it doesn't matter where they filter into your binary system. They can be anywhere in the binary, just as long as you have personally referred them. Now, P2 leadership bonus works much in the same way. It's just about now helping that guy that's binary qualified to earn his P1 share. So the bonuses follow on one another. It's binary, then P1, then P2. As you sign up, you sign 2, then you're binary qualified. As one of your 2 finds 2, they're binary qualified, now you're P1 qualified. As soon as your frontline has a frontline who's binary qualified, then they're P1 qualified and you're P2 qualified. So that's what this picture is showing you. This is you. You've signed somebody up with $200. They've signed up 2 people with $200, and they have 1 person on the 3rd level with 2 that is also binary qualified. So if you follow the steps simply of sign up, find 2, duplicate, then binary qualification, P1 qualification, and P2 qualification happens automatically. Now, how they calculate this P2 bonus is they take the full P2 bonus value of whatever it may be, and then they look at your frontline's weaker leg. In other words, how strong is your frontline's binary income? And then they pay you according to that. So the stronger your downline's weaker leg is, the better your P2 bonus will be. So you are incentivized to help the people that you've brought into this organization to grow their weaker leg. And when they grow their weaker leg, they earn more binary. So everybody wins. It is a cohesive compensation plan that really tries to push forward the kind of growth and the kind of culture that we are looking for in our team, not just as traders and product users, but also as people who are actively taking a role in changing the socioeconomic standing of people that we know and love. So network marketing, just to recap, daily trading profit automatically added to your capital every single day. You don't have to do anything to qualify for our daily trading volume. You get 10% referral fee when anybody joins, once off, a week in arrears, and it doesn't get paid from capital, it gets paid from profit. Leadership bonuses P1 and P2 also paid from profit. That has got a requirement which we've just spoken about. Remember the steps: sign up, find to duplicate. And then you've got the binary income, which is the percentage that changes. I explained why. 20% income of NTI depends on the trading profits for that week, and your weaker leg volume is going to change as well. You need $200 invested, and you need 2 personal referrals. This is a simple business, guys. It's very, very easy. Sign up, find 2, duplicate. If you don't want to do the network marketing and you have a complete aversion to helping us save the planet, then that's okay as well. But at the end of the day, for us, there's a huge responsibility on our shoulders to try and help as many people as we can. And I can promise you that that is the mindset of not just Johan, but some of our largest leaders all across the world: Clinton, Vince, CD, myself. I know that CD has sleepless nights over people that she hasn't told about the business yet because there's only so many hours in the day. So don't be one of those guys. Get involved, help as many people as you can, because ultimately you decide how your story ends. You are writing the narrative for how people are going to remember you when you are no longer here. And yes, there's going to be people that remember you for the one mistake you made or for the one bad company you joined. Let them wallow on their own. We're here now. We're here today. We've got an opportunity of a lifetime. We might as well make it count. So I wanted to thank you guys for being here tonight. I know that our president's address is at 8 o'clock tonight. So if you wanted to jump off the call, you're more than welcome to do that. I am going to do a quick Q&A session. I know a lot of people have asked me for the recording from Tuesday night. I'm having such trouble downloading it from Zoom because they're so overloaded at the moment. I'm literally downloading it as we speak. It's been going for 2 days. It's a 2-hour file. As soon as I have it, I'll divide it up into the presentation, Q&A, and the trading, and make that available to everybody on my YouTube channel. I do apologize for the delay. It's out of my hands, but as soon as it's done, you will all have it. I completely promise you this. Again, just our training tonight will be moved till next week, Tuesday. If everyone's okay with that, if you can just give me a little bit of a break, that'll be fantastic. I feel like I've been hit by a bus.